All right. It's setting up. It's setting up.
Does it take long?
No, it'll be a second. All right. We are actually live on Facebook. You there, Francis?
Hi, Bob.
Hey, how are you?
I'm really good.
You're awesome, right?
Overall.
Well, happy Friday, Francis. How you doing?
It's another dreary New Jersey day.
I know. I went for a walk this morning. I'm like, I got to get out of the house. And I was like, please don't rain. Please don't rain. Please don't rain. And I just missed it. So thank goodness. But
You're lucky.
yeah. So happy Friday to you, Francis. I'm totally excited that you decided to do this with me.
I'm excited too. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Interesting's the right word, right?
Yeah.
So, Francis, just to give you some perspective, I've been doing these with folks just to give some social media love to people, especially now with these times and what's been happening. It's important to help small businesses and other things going on in the community. And so why not use the technology and everything that we have going on here? So I'm psyched. You're one of my favorite people in town. I love going into your shop. Yeah. Love going into your shop and having conversations. I'm there for at least an hour, right? We love to yap.
Absolutely.
It's always a good time in Sir Francis Cleaners.
That's right.
So yeah, absolutely. So this is Francis Forte. He's the owner of Sir Francis Cleaners. Sir Francis Dry Cleaners is in the middle, smack dab in the middle of Westwood, right on the main drag there. And you're my dry cleaner. So I wanted to give you some social media love today and just have a quick conversation with you and see if we can help you at all and just give you some exposure. So you doing good?
Quick call, quick.
Exactly.
Things are good. I've been in Westwood now for probably 18 years. I've owned this business. It was a dry cleaner before I bought it.
Okay.
It was called Dundee Cleaners, and I bought it and changed the name, kind of to shed the out with the old and in with the new kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And we named it after me.
Well, why not, right?
Sure. And we've been going strong ever since. This is certainly some unique times.
Yeah. What made you so just to take a step back, what made you purchase the dry cleaning? Like, have you always done dry cleaning, or have you had other businesses and stuff?
I owned a dry cleaner in New City from 93 until maybe 2000, and I sold it. I was going to do something different, didn't work out, and my wife and I were living in Westwood at the time. She moved from California, and we were living together
I didn't know she was from California.
Yeah.
Oh, what part?
San Diego.
Ah, great city. We love San Diego. Okay.
Bet.
What brought her to Jersey? Was it you?
She wanted to be closer to her family.
Got it.
And
you could say you.
Yeah. Well,
all right. So she's from San Diego. She moved to Jersey.
She's from San Diego. She moved to New Jersey, and we lived on David Hoover Place. And this was my dry cleaner where I brought her clothes. Mm-hmm. And although I wasn't always crazy about the location because I had a really big pickup truck and it was hard to park.
Yeah.
But I walked in here one day and the owners were here, and I looked around the place and I said, if you ever want to sell this place, call me. I'll buy it from you.
Okay.
And she called me that night. She said, I want you to buy my store,
Really? Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. You're almost like a real estate agent. You go in, you do your thing, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So we strung up and put a deal together, and I ended up buying the place, and it's been a good road. It's I've kind of overcome some of the challenges of the parking by doing pickup and delivery.
Yeah.
And that's become pretty much the mainstay of my business.
Okay.
That's a lot of what I try to do when people come in, is to try to get them to join our route, because it's so much more convenient than, getting in your car, going across the train tracks, putting a quarter in the meter, walking to the store, and then coming back and doing that all over again. I mean, I can understand if you have business in town and you want to do that. But
I've seen in town though that don't they have like that 10-minute service? I mean, where I don't think you have to put the coin in. I thought I saw that on some of the meters
yeah,
recently.
some of the meters have a little dot that you could push and it'd give you free
10
10
minutes.
minutes. And I don't think a
Yeah.
lot of people even know about it,
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I saw it one day. I was like, oh, that's cool. 10 minutes.
yeah, what's this do,
Yeah.
beauty mode,
Right, exactly, exactly. So how long have you been doing delivery now?
I've been doing deliveries. I've been here 17 years.
Oh,
So
okay.
I bought the business and it really wasn't, I had sold a busier store then, and I kind of wanted to downsize a little bit when I bought this store,
Okay.
but I really wanted to improve it a little bit from where it was. And I felt like that people just could really benefit from the service.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started, canvassing a couple customers, actually one customer, Gail Burke is the lady who said to me, if you did pick up and delivery, I could get a couple people who would love to use the service.
Yeah.
And she did. And we started off like 17 people. Then I did some advertising. I had 27 people. Then I went from 27 to 77.
Awesome.
And now we're up around 200, 250 homes that we hit.
What kind of radius is it? It's not just Westwood, obviously, right? I mean, you're all over.
Yeah, we go from Tenafly, Englewood, all the way up to Saddle River.
Okay.
We go into Paramus a little bit of Ridgewood. We try to stay as close to Route 17 as possible on that side because it becomes a little too distant, for us to travel and make it cost effective.
Right. You know what, Francis, I want to talk too. I know it's dry cleaning. We could talk a little bit about how difficult it might be just in regards to, what do people need dry cleaned right now? But before we get into that, I just wanted to ask you, you don't just do dry cleaning, right?
Sure.
You have other services as well. So you have hemmed many a pant for me.
Sure.
You fixed a shirt, right? Like those kinds of things. Buttons pop off, that stuff. So what are some of the other services that you offer that, as people are spring cleaning now and they're doing all kinds of stuff, maybe there's some things that they can consider bringing to your shop and maybe repairs, that kind of stuff. So what else do you offer?
Yeah, so right now we're mainly doing dry cleaning, pickup and delivery, and we're doing wash and fold as well.
Okay.
And right, we're at about a week turnaround time, which is maybe less with the laundry, but we're just trying to positively run our machines about once or twice a week, so we can gather up as much clothing as we can, and then try to get one day where we do all the work and then get it ready to go out. The wash and fold, we have a much quicker day or two turnaround time.
So wash and fold, is that everything wash and fold, like regular laundry, or is it just
regular laundry, socks, towels, underwear, sheets. That's all wash and fold. And then we've been doing lately we're doing a lot of comforters as well. A lot of people, I think, are hanging in the house and watching TV, spilling stuff on the comforters. Some people are getting sick on the comforters, and that certainly happens in my business. That's part of my frontline work. It happens, so we clean it. And so that's a big part of the business. During quarantine time, we're doing rug cleaning, oriental rugs, wool rugs, and then we also do leather, suede, UGG cleaning, fur cleaning.
Yeah,
we do a lot of household items as well.
I think it's a good idea. I mean, if people like, in fact, we were just cleaning this morning, and I actually was looking at the curtains, and you want to get rid of dust, and sometimes they're dirty and stuff. We could bring curtains in and those types of things. So there's other items that we could be bringing, right, to your dry clean, you guys.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. And typically this time of year is spring cleaning time. These April, May, and June, September, October, November, those are pretty much the busy seasons for a dry cleaner, where we would be doing a lot more work than we normally would be doing, because people are bringing in things that are going into the spring and summer, as well as things they want to get cleaned up, and get ready for next year, such as their coats and their lighter jackets. And
I hear stories of people pulling stuff out, they've been in storage or whatever. It's like, oh, I could have that cleaned or whatever. Sure. So okay.
Definitely.
So let's talk a little bit about the business, right, itself. So have you what have you had to do differently? Like, I know your hours have adjusted, but is there anything that you've been doing differently or pivoted at all to just, keep some
You
things
know,
going?
it's been rough. I got the disease in mid-March.
So you had it.
So then I had to quarantine, which means the store had to close. So that was from March 15th on or so. And then I
Right.
opened up once my quarantine ended, I opened up on the 30th of March, and
Uh-huh.
then my presser got it. So then she was sick. So I really
Oh,
couldn't
boy.
open up, without her.
Yeah.
So so for the last month we've kind of been staggering along where I've been opening up for mainly my pickup and delivery customers. I've been texting them and
Hmm.
saying, hey, if you're like me, you're sitting home in your sweatpants, but I don't know, maybe you're still going to work. So if you need a pickup and delivery, please let me know, and we're going to come on Monday. And I did it 2 times so far, once every 2 weeks, and I got about 30 customers who wanted some cleaning done.
Okay.
So it gave us about 2 days worth of work each day. Typically, we would do whatever I picked up on that day, we would do on one day.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's been rather slow and whatever, but I just think it's a sign of the times. If you're home,
Absolutely.
I'm home, and no
Yeah.
one's going to
People
work.
don't need work shirt. They don't need work shirts done. They don't need
Right,
suits done, that kind of
right.
stuff.
But
So,
not
yeah.
everybody. There are some people who are still going to work, and for those
Yep.
people, we're available. Um,
Yep.
I've let it, be known that, on the Facebook side as well as with customers that, if you have something, we'll gladly do it for you. We'll pick
Hmm.
it up, and we've been doing it about once every 2 weeks just to keep, you know, people. And I've gotten a decent amount of work, and some customers have been also saying, you know what, I need these suits done anyway. I'm going to give them
Yeah.
to you now. I would have
Yeah.
done it,
No,
later
it's a
on
great
or a little bit
idea.
at a time.
Yep.
And they've been really nice, and I've been really grateful, for their generosity that way to kind of
Absolutely.
keep us going.
How so I know that you had gone through the virus and stuff. I mean, you're better now, everything's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I just
Nobody in my family got it, just me.
okay.
Um, it's a mystery. I felt kind of bad a couple of days, and then I had a high fever. I got tested. The fever had broken by the time I got tested, and then 5 days later I got the results. By the time I got the results, I was, not having any more symptoms.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but as a precaution, there was no way I
Absolutely.
was going to open up with
Right.
the possibility of infecting anyone. So, um,
Absolutely. Yeah. There's just so many stories out there, and it's we're all glad that you're feeling better and
oh
all of
god,
that. So that's great.
thank
Yeah.
God it was a mild case. It didn't go to my lungs. It was just,
Right.
you know, fever and body aches, which were pretty incredible. But I've had a lot of customers call me and say, "Hey, how you doing?" They didn't know I had it, but they had it, and they were just, I guess, kind of going through their phone one day, calling up people they hadn't seen in a while. You
Right.
become kind of friendly with, like the way I am with you. You drive by
Absolutely.
my store and you text me every time you come by. And
Yeah.
you know,
It's true. What?
the windows are fogged up in there. What are you doing? You know, I
It's
get a
true.
text from Bob every time the windows are fogged up.
Yeah, it's
but
true.
so you become intimate, friendly and more than
Absolutely.
acquaintances with people. And so when you haven't seen somebody, I had a guy, Mike, called me up and he said, "How you doing?" And his wife had it, his son had it, he had it the worst of all of them, but they were all recovering. So you hear
Yeah.
different stories, a lot of recovery stories, a lot of unfortunately sad stories as well. People have passed because of it, but
Yeah.
a lot of good recovery stories from people. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I get a text the funny thing is the phone doesn't ring at all because all the phone is forwarded to my cell phone, and it's
Oh,
so
okay.
weird that no one calls. Today I got two
Right.
phone calls. I'm picking up some stuff from a couple comforter picked up. Another lady's cleaning out her closets on Monday. I'm going to pick that up. And the lady
Oh,
around the
good.
corner, Mrs. Zamplin, is the architect, and I have some going to pick some clothes from her up. So some people are still working. They're going to work and they need some clothing done. Just because it may be dark in here doesn't mean that we're completely closed up.
Doesn't
You
mean you're
know,
not open. Yeah.
right. We're
What
gonna open up a couple days next
so
week. I
are
think
there
we're gonna
best
try.
ways? I know Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. So let's talk about your website. You've got sirfranciscleaners.com, right? So if people want up to date information about the shop and things that are going on, is it best to use your Facebook page? Like,
Yeah, I
how
think
can
if you,
people?
I've been posting stuff on my Facebook page, mainly on that, and and I think a lot of people, before they go anywhere now, they always call first and see if they're open.
Right.
And that's what people have been doing, is saying, hey, it says on your Facebook page you're open, can I bring some stuff down? And I should probably update the website to say, maybe I'll do that today. Update the website
You're
to say,
welcome.
yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Open for pick
Yeah.
and delivery. We
Yeah,
have a sign
sure.
on our door that says we're open for pick and delivery. And
Yeah.
and mainly I've been trying, getting the people who I mainly delivered to, in general,
Right.
calling all those people, letting them know.
Here's a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Who came up with your face, right?
Yeah.
So so how long has that been in existence? Because it's like a spitting image. It's awesome.
Yeah. So I
That's your logo, by the way, everybody.
the Sir Francis logo.
Yeah, Sir Francis logo. When you see the van driving around town, like, there he is.
Where is it? Yeah.
Let's see if we can see it.
And you see the little logo.
Yeah, there he
there.
is. Spitting image, man. Spitting image.
So when you see the little logo head, so that came out when I bought the store, and it was it really had just not. I tried just the Sir Francis logo, and I made it kind of like artistically, and we tried to get it to be something, with the crown.
Right.
So the crown was always the the crown over the S was always the mainstay there. And then one day I said to when I bought the store, my wife and I, we were engaged, and I said to our wedding photographer, hey, no, I can't remember his name now. Oh my God, Phil. Hey, Phil Cantor. I said, I'd love for you to take a picture of me, to try and I want to incorporate my head, my face in the logo of the business,
Right.
kind of make it really personal.
Yeah.
And he said the only way I'd ever do anything like that is if we did something like really kooky, like you sitting on top of the van, like cross-legged or something. And I was like, yeah, these legs don't cross like that. That's not going to happen. And he said, why don't you call my friend Dave McCoy? He's a caricature artist.
Right.
And he's the best. I would recommend him, wholeheartedly.
Okay.
So I sent a couple pictures. I took a couple pictures of myself with my cell phone. At the time, that was 18 years ago. It was a flip phone.
Right.
And,
what's a flip phone?
Yeah, exactly. I had a flip phone, I think, and he drew a couple pictures of me, and then he sent them back. He said, "What do you think of this? What do you think of that?" And that's how it became. So I just started putting that on.
I love it. It's spitting image. It's awesome.
And then we put it on the van. Once I decided to wrap the van, the original wrap of the van was the entire van, and it was purple and blue, and it was front, back, sides, and it was insane. And the head,
your face was all over the place.
It was as big as the van was. And but I say one thing. Everybody, whenever they called, they always said, "I saw your van. I saw your head. I saw the van." Because you couldn't miss it.
They remember it.
And it was back then, wraps were relatively new. No one was doing them. And so then the second wrap I did was 3/4 of a wrap, because what happens is the wraps wear out and you have to remove them.
Right.
And they're really hard to remove. You need a heat gun and ice. So after I had removed the whole wrap myself, it took days, and I said, I'm not going to do this again. So I did 3/4 wrap.
Okay.
And then it evolved into the wrap that we have now, which is mainly the front, the back, and the sides. Is where it is. So it's still there, but it's done in such a way that we can remove it a lot easier when we have to redo it, because they dry and they peel and they crack, and after a while they need to be
awesome. Redone. It's definitely your mainstay. I love it.
Yeah.
So Francis, I wanted to ask you a couple more questions, and then we could just kind of close up shop here. You know what? I've been hearing stories and seeing stories online about other ways that we can support small businesses. What about gift cards? Like, do you have gift cards and things that people could purchase if they wanted to?
Sure, I'm open to it. I do have gift cards that they're in $5 denominations. If somebody wanted to, buy gift cards and support, a business that way, they never expire.
Yeah.
And again, they could call me. I could do a credit card payment over the phone, and I can send them in the mail, easily. That way, you won't have to come down to the store.
Yeah.
They're good forever, and you can buy as many as you want.
Right.
You can buy a $5 one, or
yeah.
you buy $500 worth if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that could be an option too for folks.
It could be an option. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Sure.
And I know, so I think from what I understand, the Celebrate Westwood committee had reached out to me, and they're going to be working on some stuff to try to start boosting some businesses in town and everything. So there's probably going to be more to come on that. So I'll be helping hopefully with that a little bit too. So I think that you've got some connection to that group and
good
chamber and all that. So
yeah,
so
definitely.
Things to come,
Fantastic.
Yeah. So actually, just to kind of close this out, Francis, anything else that you want folks to know, or any kind of closing thoughts that, I don't know, just throw it out there.
I don't know. I think I'm excited to get back to work. I really am looking forward to seeing
a lot of people are.
Again. And I think when I did come to work a couple days there, a couple customers came in. You almost wanted to reach out and hug them because it was a different person, than the people who you were seeing every day. And you become so friendly with these people. Their birthdays, and their wedding dates, and you see so much of each other in their life and their events when they bring in dresses and tuxedos, and you're finding out all about their lives, and you miss that.
Like,
you miss that human connection. And so I'm looking forward to definitely seeing people back, walking the street and for sure, back in town.
It was awesome. When I was out, I guess it was last week when we talked about doing this, your door was open. I'm like, oh my God, Francis is there. I was out for a walk. I'm like, oh my gosh, human interaction.
It's pretty crazy when you come down Westwood Avenue. The stores that are open are Lewis Drug, Lepore's Deli, the toy store is open.
Mm-hmm.
The pizza places are open. Goldberg's Bagel, me, the corner store, and the pet shop. And everything else is, I think some of them are open because they're doing online sales. So if you drive by, you see lights on, and maybe the doors are locked. And the banks, some of the banks are open. Valley Bank is not, because it's very wide open there.
Right.
I think Lakeland is, but I went to the bank the other day to check on the loans and all, and you can't even have to make an appointment to get in, or you got to go through the drive-through first. So
have you been trying to you do like the SBA loans and things that are coming through and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we got a small SBA loan. I'm a small business here. It's really me and about 3 other employees, so we're really not entitled to a whole lot of loans because they base it based upon the amount of employees you have and your salary. So we're not a massive entity that we can get a massive, but whatever we get,
whatever you can get, right?
Whatever you're going to get is going to help us.
It's funny because as a real estate agent, I'm an independent contractor, and we can apply for unemployment. So I'm at 3:00 today is my login time, so I'm gonna try and let's see what happens.
Sure.
I mean, if it's being offered, you should try to take advantage of it. So
absolutely, there's no shame in doing it right now, and there's no regrets. We all need to get through this, and and I think we will. I'm positive. I have good days and bad. Today's a better day where I feel like we're going to come out of this, and the parks are going to open up tomorrow. That's going to be exciting that we can ride our bike in a park and walk around and get some fresh air. So
absolutely.
Anyway, I'm looking for everything to kind of come back to some degree, to some level.
Yeah.
And thank you, Bob, for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Nice. And by the way, John, my hubby John says hello. He just put in a comment here on the live stream. So he says, hi, Francis. He's saying hello. He's on a conference call in the other room. So
nice. I miss you, John.
So we miss you guys. We miss you, Francis. It was good to see you last week. And
definitely.
You know what? it's always a pleasure just bringing my stuff to you and talking with you, and you're definitely entrenched in the community. So any way that any of us can help you, we want to be able to do that. So
fantastic.
All right, Francis, you have
Thanks,
a great,
Bob, very much.
great afternoon. Thanks so much. We did it. Got
did
through it.
Only 28 minutes.
Woohoo! All right,
Bye,
we'll
everyone.
see you soon, Francis.
Bye, Bob.
Thanks so
Take
much.
care.